You know, Daisy, it's cool because when I sit here talking to you, I look. Here I was. I was a pioneer for women. Who would have ever thought that? Here we are talking about that. I was a pioneer for women in martial arts, and you a pioneer for women in boxing. It's such an amazing feeling to have uh, all that we have done behind us, people watch, learn, and to have made a name for our sport. For you in Europe, I mean, your name is a professional boxer. You were inducted, you were in the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. What an honor that is to be in a Boxing Hall of Fame. Uh, what, tell me, what country honored you?
The first country that honored me was the US.
Ah,
That's why what I like about America is that people appreciate your hard work, and actually there are many world champions now in women boxing, but the reason that they got me there because I did history in boxing and I was the pioneer of women boxing and helped the sport to get popular in Europe. And the first country that appreciated that, guess what, was not Germany, not Bulgaria, it was the United States.
that's
Uh,
amazing.
you know that when time is ready, people finding you and honor you. I didn't expect this, and even the most of the people that showed on the inductions, I know them from my career, but the sport world is small. I always say it doesn't matter where you're from, where you're born, and where your career is going through. We are all together and keeping together. And it was a big honor when I got the invitation and induction here in the US, because US right now is my country where I'm living and I choose to live,
Yes.
and that's my home right now. And I was very, very excited. And when I get this award.
How honored we are to have you in our country. You're a big plus for us. I'm glad you're here. You know, Daisy, because of your success, in your given sport, you became in demand, not now just for entering tournaments or boxing or this or that. People wanted you for TV shows. They wanted you for international magazines. They wanted you uh, looking at you for movie world, for modeling. It opened up a whole other way of life for you. Did you ever imagine this would be the end result just by being a boxer?
You know what? Yeah, the sports success opened a lot of possibility, a lot of windows um to do many other things that I enjoyed a lot, like going to the entertainment industries. I'm very thankful for this because I don't need to go to audition like many other actors are doing. I just was invited as a successful athlete, and so I got to the movie industry. I didn't plan that. That came spontaneous because of some fans and producers, and I know I'm a friend with many famous actors
Bitch.
too.
What did you call me? You heard me.
Please, tell me again if you have the balls.
I'm enjoying still this part of my career in movie industry. I had a lot of discussions with directors. They're great friends. They say I should say I'm an actress, but I'm better to say I'm a performer because my sign is in the sport world, and through that I got to the movie industry.
Yes.
And I enjoyed that a lot because I met such a wonderful people. I learned a lot of new things. But most of the time I'm focused right now is in the business world.
Yes, you are quite the
Motivated,
businesswoman. Yeah.
motivated speaking, helping others, and that is the things that I love to do.
But I know that you just don't box. I know you ride motorcycles, horses. What other things do you do that's for fun besides your boxing world?
Oh, I love extreme sports because I'm adrenaline junkie person. That is my world that I need to get my energy that fit me a lot, that I feel alive. That is similar like in boxing too, because boxing is very extreme sports. If you're not focused there, that can cost your life very quickly.
Hmm.
What I do, I mean, I'm very athletic, Malia. I can do many other sports, very competitive, very well. You know, like
I believe that.
playing tennis. I mean, I learn very quickly different things. I like windsurfing. You know,
Yes,
I like
me too.
motocross.
I'm a windsurfer.
Motocross, you know, motocross. The motorcycles are my passion, my disease, my
Really?
yeah, I love a lot. Yeah. And it's just what I love is I jumped from the airplane to skydiving too.
Yes, I
That
saw that.
was my new experience for me. Who knows what else I'm gonna do in the future? I'm open for this because that's Daisy. I
Well,
like to do that kind of stuff.
we never know. I know when you did in your movie world, everything you do is related to action. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. That's why
That's
most of the parts that I did are action roles, um, you know, and I enjoyed it a lot because it's connected to my real life.
yes, that's really amazing. I think that you know, the world is an opportunity for many things, and you're young, you have amazing talent, you're beautiful, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Do you have any movies lined up? What is anything lined up that we should know about?
You mean now or
No, now. Mhm.
yeah, I will not close the door to the movie industry. Like I say, that is not my base work. I love it. I have two big projects that I'm negotiating about this, and because of the pandemic,
Oh yeah.
all kind of things get a little delayed. I'm not allowed to talk about this, but I'm very excited about the part there. And I believe probably this year, so far everything get better, or next year they will be
Yes.
go to work. Yeah.
Yeah, we all have plans that are on hold, waiting for the world to heal and mend. Daisy, do you think you'll always remain living in the US, or do you think you'll ever go back to Bulgaria?
I mean, I'm not a person who make plans. My home is here right now. I love the weather in California. Doesn't matter that many people leave California because of the situation. I will not live right now. I always will say I want to stay here until I feel happy, until I have a good feeling. I mean, here with my friends, work, whatever.
Hmm.
But I was traveling a lot. Like, Malia, look how long time we wanted to do the interview and we couldn't connect because of crazy schedule that I
Yeah.
always have. Um, I don't know now. I can't tell you. Do I want to go to Europe back or maybe in my home, in my country where I was born? The time will show. Right now, with this pandemic situation, I don't make long-term plans
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I living and playing by years, day after day,
Yeah.
and we will see how the world gonna change, what's gonna happen. Then I gonna get the decision for me.
Yeah. We can only pray to God to heal us and heal the world, heal people, and hopefully, life can move forward for us. I've asked you so much. I hope it's all okay. But you've done so much with your life, and uh, I know there's much more that you've done that we just don't know about. And uh, you know, is there anything that you would like to share with people that I haven't covered?
Yeah, of course, I want to share something that maybe people don't know about me. And one of the things I really, really love to do is helping people in need and using my medicine knowledge and the knowledge also as a world-class athlete help me helping people. I have a surprise for you, Malia, and I'm very happy to share this right now with you.
You have a surprise for me?
Yes.
What could that possibly be? Okay. Daisy, what is
Hi, Daisy. Hi, Mom.
Craig doing there? Hi,
How are
Craig.
you?
Oh,
Hey,
I have.
Ma. You look great.
How nice to
Daisy,
see
good to
you.
see you.
That is a pleasant surprise. Oh,
Yes.
look at this, my little boy. How are you, Craig? What
I'm
have you?
good.
My
I'm
goodness,
good.
you cut your hair.
Yeah, a man of many faces.
A man of many faces. The only thing I see about you is our little Texas and all that you put on Instagram. And I know that you're working and keeping busy. But Daisy, how is it you brought him into our interview?
I mean, like Maria, that Craig had a very, very hard surgery, hip replacement, and he survived, right? And
I know what you're talking about, Daisy.
now better than
You're
me.
talking about, oh, that was a horrible time of my life, Craig's life. All he did was go in for a simple, well, nothing simple in surgery, but he went in for a hip replacement, which the hip replacement was successful. But what was not successful was they gave him medication that after the hip replacement that didn't agree with him. And I will never forget that time in my life for me or for Craig, because I lived with him in the hospital when he was going through all of this, and mothers and fathers will understand this. My son, it was called Code Blue 3 times when he was
Wow.
in the hospital for this hip replacement because of medication. Each time this cold blue was called on my son, I was right there with him, and I saw my son going, and I saw what they did to bring him back. And everybody, when you have issues in life, the first thing you all do is you say, please God help. Well, I'm a woman of faith who prays every day. It's not just when I needed something. But at this time, my little boy, my Craig, was slipping from me 3 times in the hospital. I almost lost him, and I spent my time down on my knees praying for my son. Dear God, please save my son, bring him back. And as you can see, Craig did. And what is so amazing, actually, Daisy, I think it's really cool that you did bring, oh, Craig, stop that. You brought Craig on because you were very much a part of Craig's recuperation. Stop that. When he uh, was coming out of all of this. And I don't know. I know I left LA and I left Craig with whomever was now taking care of him, and I had to come home. I guess I stayed there a couple of months because it took him a long time to get adjusted. But Daisy, this is a story that you and Craig must tell, because I only know you helped him. I only know what I went through, and I only know that God heard my prayers and saved my son. Thank you, Daisy. Craig, there, you and Daisy, go.
I want to introduce Craig, like one of the best examples for what I'm doing to behind the scenes, and I want to say that I'm very proud of him because he's the great student. We keep it private from you, Dad, because we don't want you to be worried. But I saw Craig exactly after the surgery and visit him, and just we didn't plan to do this all kind of treatments, trainings. Like we worked more together more than 2 years, and Craig is a very very good example to give hope to so many people with some kind of surgeries. and that he came to normal life, was able to work, to walk, and I will be happy to give him the chance to explain his story. I just help him.
Wow.
Well, we came through okay with the surgery. It was just the aftermath of the medication on a clean system. So it was tough, but through therapy at the hospital, through the therapy with Daisy, was amazing. And it was a step-by-step, day by day. You know, when you die 3 times and come back 2, your system is different. I went into surgery very strong and healthy and came out good, but you know, after when the anesthesia and drugs wear off, that's where the problem started for me. So I'm happy to be here. And then Daisy, it was a slow process, you know, for me, but I was pretty strong. And with PT that she brought on, and then stretching, and then we did a lot of walking, a lot of stairs around the block, walking up hills. Sounds very easy, but or not like a big deal. But when you have a total hip replacement, it is a big deal coming back. It took about a year. And through the hospital training, through Daisy's PT and boxing. When I started boxing with Daisy, it was amazing because it's all components. It's core, it's movement, it's balance, stability, it's mental, it's focus, coordination, and doing it. You know, we did bag work, we graduated. It was a great experience.
Craig, I didn't even know you had an interest in boxing. Because I remember,
Well,
you know, in martial arts words, I don't want to do any of
Yeah.
that stuff.
Well, martial arts was an amazing thing to do growing up. It's just, I think as a kid, when you have Mark, you, and Daddy Al, all amazing, I became rather tall and big, and I just wasn't feeling it so much. But I mean, I love the sport of it. Now that I'm older, I would love to probably get back into it a little bit for the workout part of it, and of course to defend yourself is would be good too, obviously. But with the boxing and Daisy, I loved it because it was the workout and there's no cheating with Daisy because it's one-on-one. So she can
Oh,
see
yeah.
exactly what you're doing. And she always said, keep your hands to your face. Boom, boom, boom. So, so I remember, and Daisy knew a place to buy a bag. And of course, she's like, you know, boxing royalty. So it's like a privilege and an honor to even train one-on-one with someone.
Oh,
like that.
I can't believe it is an honor to be training with Daisy. Daisy, is he a good student?
Very good student.
I'm a moody student, she would say.
Not everything was perfect. We had sometimes difficult times because if you do this, first of all, you have to be very disciplined. We met 3 times a week. I get time, and I say you have to be very disciplined.
Yeah.
Sometimes the motivation is not your day. You know, it's not just training plan. It's a lot of talking. We had a lot of fun, and I remember when Craig started to learn to walk without crutches, with some help. I just wanted to feel a human again, and told him, let's go to the premiere of his brother Mark the Cascos, your other son. Remember, we met and we been in the premiere and his movie. I wanted just in psychological way he could feel well and that he's healthy, and I wanted to
Yes.
shoot. And he said, Daisy, I don't want people to see me with crutches. And
You know, Daisy, when you were doing the rehabilitation and all of this, how was he? I mean, how did you protect his hip? I mean, it was so fresh. I'd be scared, you know, something would go wrong.
I needed to teach him to stand up and sitting, stand up and sitting. Then 1 step, then 2 steps. Depends how you feel. And that was step by step. I always played by ears because it's the way he felt. And I always asked him, did you sleep well? Like a mother, like you know how it is.
You guys are nuts.
I used some techniques to motivate him and to use boxing technique to make the muscle more strong in the area where was the surgery, you know.
Oh, I'm curious, how in heaven's name did you ever get Craig to be serious? Because he's always cracking up, making jokes. You know, I want to shake him sometimes because he won't stop being a clown. How did you manage that?
I will let Craig to answer that question because I'm tough cookie too.
I'm a
Craig,
man
I
of many faces.
and Craig, you know, he has such a mouth. He's always, you know, he's worse than his mother.
Yes, that's where I got it from. This one over here.
Oh my
It's not just
goodness.
me.
No, I'm surprised that he didn't walk out or whatever. You know, that's
No,
great.
it's respect. And listen, everybody has a busy schedule. She would come here from her day and we spend 45 minutes or half an hour. She would be the judge of the workout. Of course, for me, life is thrown a million different things in the day. Anything can happen, and it always does. So trying to have a bad situation that, you know, Daisy's coming to train you and you want to be professional and good about it. Sometimes I get moody. And so it's like, and you want to do your best, but it's frustrating and I'm not doing so good. But there was days we did really good. So it's coordination,
yeah.
it's mental, it's being present.
Well, I know you're a perfectionist.
But I
Everything
try.
you do, everything
I
in your
try.
life, you try to perfect. You know, so when you can't do something, I know how frustrated you get. But you
Well,
know,
my main workout is swimming, you know, weightlifting, riding the hills on a mountain bike. And
yeah.
so, and martial arts prior, but boxing was something different, but it's
Well, that is
definitely,
amazing. You know, I'm going to be visiting sometime soon. And when I'm there, Daisy, I want, oh, stop that, Craig. I want to see my son in action. I have never seen him box. This is, for me, would be a real surprise, a real treat. Daisy, I'm going, I know, I think Craig told me he made a full-fledged gym. Didn't you, Craig?
yeah, I mean, before pandemic, Mark had given me equipment. I was accumulating over the years, a bunch of equipment. So I finally took half of the garage, of a 4-car garage, and made it into a man cave gym with weights. There's a boxing bag. There's all kinds of bars, free weights, dumbbells, Olympic barbell set, a elliptical,
So you don't have
benches.
to go to, you don't have to go to a gym anymore. You have your own gym. And
I
is
don't
that,
have to go. I do have a trainer for legs every 3 to 4 days. And then I try to ride the hills, and the gym kind of opened up. So outside, maybe I'll go to that outside.
don't go indoors. Daisy, do you train Craig in his gym?
oh yes,
We did.
That's where
We
you
did.
guys work out? Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I would like to ask you what boxing brought to you. What you think about it?
Initially, it was just another form of working out and bringing something I wanted to do. So what better way than to have the opportunity to do it with you, Miss Daisy Lang. So what it would have brought to me was, it's not that easy. It's definitely not easy. And it brought but something that I was interested in. It brings coordination, self-confidence in a different way. It's many things, many things, as you know.
That's
But
awesome.
from where I came from near-death experience 3 times to being able to box, you know, was a stepping stone to get decent. But I got decent at it, I feel. You say I was great sometimes, but, you know, I was trying, making the best of it. And it wasn't easy. It's not an easy thing. And I don't want to waste, like, when I'm doing it, I try to make the teacher happy. I don't want to waste your time while we're doing this. And I get frustrated with me, but it brings a lot when you get it right. A sense of accomplishment.
Wow, I'm so
When you
proud
do it
of
right.
you. That's good. Daisy, I'm so amazed that you were able to bring this out of my son, knowing that he doesn't care that much for you know, the fighting and that. I mean, I would never want to meet Craig in a dark alley because I've seen him before in action, having defend himself. All that Al ever taught him, he never forgot. But Daisy, I'm so excited and happy that you were able to help my son through his
And thank you for all that, Daisy. That was amazing. I know it took a lot of time from your day as well to do that, but thank you.
yeah, that is so cool, Daisy. To be able to make him look like a boxer. I mean, he's a natural looking athlete, but if you say he can box, I believe you. I want to
Yes,
see it.
yeah, don't forget the fact. Don't forget the fact that genetically he has a good genetic from you, you know. So that is a good base for me because I believe Craig can do any other sports very well right now. And the best presence for me is to see the result that he's healthy and he's able to do absolutely everything what he wants.
Ah,
I'm very proud of you, Craig.
I'm so
Thank
proud
you.
of that. That this really is a surprise because I mean I knew Craig had said he working out with Daisy, but I never really we didn't get into it. So for you to bring this on and this is truly a surprise, and I'm so happy and blessed that Craig knows you and that you took an interest and you helped restore his health. That is to a mother something I'll never forget. Oh, he's such a monster, Daisy. Look at him there. But okay, all right. Well, Craig, I thank you so much for
Yes,
surprising
thank you
me.
for having me on your show.
Well, I mean, I didn't know you were going to be on my show, but
I didn't know either.
I definitely, I have a whole segment set aside that will be for you and my son Mark in upcoming. I was also surprised recently on one of my other interviews because Mark popped in. So here I am surprised on this interview. Here's Craig. But Craig, you are going to be interviewed because I'm amazed with all that you've done in your life, the same as I'm amazed with Mark. So Craig, I'm going to hear, oh, so you're going to tell me you're not going to talk. All right, Craig. So any other words you want to say to Daisy or Daisy to Craig? Otherwise, I will close this section with Craig.
Daisy, thank you for everything. For boxing, for friendship, for everything. It's great to know you. And I know we met you through Mom, all her strong lady champion friends. And we have a great friendship and we speak German and it's good.
Yeah, let me hear you guys speak some German.
Can in Deutsch sprechen now?
Ja, natürlich, wir können Deutsch sprechen, Englisch sprechen.
So Malia, we often we don't want people to know what we're talking about it, and we talk in
Yes.
German and make a lot of jokes. The same to you, Craig. Nice to it's wonderful to have you as a student, as a good friend. Always you were there for me in difficult time, because that's more important sign for friendship. real
Absolutely.
friendship. You're like my brother, like I always say, and the family get bigger. I always say it's mutual. It's mutual because it's not only me to helping you in need the same things you did to me, and more important, like I say, is you're healthy,
Yeah,
100%,
absolutely.
and you can enjoy life right now. And I'm looking forward to see you again, and we can train together again. So
Absolutely. I'm in. Bye,
Well,
Mom. Daisy, have a
okay,
great day.
honey.
Good weekend.
All
See you
right,
soon,
I love
Mom.
you, Craig.
Love you
Bye.
too.
See you
Bye, Daisy.
soon.
Bye, Mom.
bye.
Bye, Craig. Thank you so much. That was so cool. I
My pleasure.
I didn't realize that you and Craig had spent that much time with him developing into learning boxing basics. I only knew that he said, "Oh, I'm working out with Daisy," but I didn't know the extent of it because we get busy, we don't talk about it. But I know he when I saw him whatever it was a year ago, he was always throwing punches, but I figured it was his martial arts. But I'm so excited, Daisy, and I'm sure that is what you went to the university for, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
You got your
Look,
degree, your degree to be able to work as a therapist and whatever.
I was a physical therapist. I worked in the doctor practice a lot in Germany before I start to make money from my professional career. And, it is just the way that is always connected, from that's all connected with my sport career. It's a package. Actually, my physical therapy knowledge helps me a lot, me to stay healthy during my whole career and still healthy now because I know my body. I know what I have to do with. I have some traumatic problems, and so important you learn to care of yourself. And of course, that is completely also with the people too. I did help many other athletes during my career, and my trainer asked me, Daisy, how you find time and energy, how you have the energy and patience to work with other people. I just love to do it, Malaya. I work a lot with people in the wheelchair too, because nobody, it's very pretty heavy department, you know, that people don't want to do it. I just love to do it and I find the time. And because of the discipline and confidence that I learned in, all my life is just when I start to do something, I want to see the result. It's when I start to work with Craig, I say, I want to see you a normal person. And I don't care how often we're going to see each other. I will find the time, but I want you to find the time too. It's commitment between two people. Just we became a good team because I will be not able to help Craig if he didn't wanted me to help him. Doesn't work,
Yeah.
If he trust me, if he didn't believe in me, will be impossible to get these results, and that's why it's always commitment together, it's a commitment together, you know.
I think it's really what a great way to promote what you do through your boxing. I mean, through your sport, your healing, your mental, your physical, all of that. As you're teaching them to box, it's like 3 in 1. That's really cool, Daisy. That's a great combination.
Boxing is, I mean, because of his hip replacements, I used some boxing techniques, but it was always physical therapy. Physical therapy are a lot of exercises. Just I wanted mentally he not to think, okay, I'm in the physical therapy practice, I'm not healthy, because mentally that crash your brain. I wanted he to think, I'm at the boxing gym, I'm healthy person and I'm able to box. So he's not focusing on his problem, he's focusing about technique, which make him to feel more happy and motivated to do uh, his exercises. It is different
Yes.
if you put a person in the physical therapy practice around other sick people. Doesn't make you happy because you
No.
feel sick. It's different when you put the person in the boxing gym or some gym or in the nature outside and to say, let me do together exercises. He doesn't think mentally that he has problem. He think, oh, I'm able to do it, Daisy. And oh, I mean I can recover quickly. You know what I mean? That is
Yeah.
the way I do. And I always don't make plans. I play everything day after day, because at the one time he will feel well and one time he doesn't feel well. I needed to jiggling to do different stuff. And this my own knowledge that I have from and my experience, help me to figure out
Oh,
this.
you're very good at what you do. I hope, that you're able to help, motivate, uh, push more people forward, because I would never in a million years think Craig experienced what he went through. uh, Now, when I look at what he is today, you would never and ever think he had a hip replacement. You would never think that he almost lost him 3 times. You would never think that this is the same person that went through all of that. And I'm so grateful for you being there to, in the mental
I'm
part,
very
help him
grateful.
through it.
I'm very grateful that finally Craig is able to talk about this because it took very long time. I told him you should talk, you example for other people like you, and people. Actually, when you go through this critical time, especially to lose your life 3 times, like people don't want to talk some of the time of this pain and this fear and that you got through. And I'm very happy that finally he get my invitation, and we got him here in this interview he to talk about himself, because I am happy that he's able to help other people with the same problem. You know.
Yeah, the only thing Craig ever shared with me, and that was when finally he was released from the hospital and now we're home. And one night he said, Mom, he said, I knew each time I was dying, he explained to me his death. Oh, I said, Craig, I don't want to hear this. He said, no, Mom, no, well, really, let me tell you. He said, I know I almost left the world 3 times, but he said the middle time, uh, the second time I was gone, he said, I actually didn't want to come back. He said it was beautiful where I was at. I didn't want to come back. He said, I heard people yelling my name, Craig, Craig. Actually, this is a story I shouldn't be telling. It should be Craig explaining this. And maybe when I do interview Craig, he might share that with people if he so chooses to. But here, his mother, big mouth mother, explaining. But that was something that I found very interesting that Craig shared the experience of his death 3 times. But I'm happy that Craig would never come on. He doesn't like social media this way. No, I don't want to do that, but you got him to do that. And I thank you. And I'm happy he opened up and talked about it, Daisy. Okay, Daisy, I want people to know that you do a lot of motivational seminars and workshops. Is that not right? You do, right? You're available for groups or whatever anybody might need. You have an amazing story, an amazing gift, and amazing to listen to as you talk about your past. And I think, I mean, you're a life coach. That's what you are to me. You're a life coach. You're a coach teaching us how to extend life. What a beautiful title. Daisy, what's in the future for you? Do you have any plans that, I mean, I know you said you have some plans that you can't talk about at this time, but you do have maybe some projects coming up or things we'll be able to see you acting in or business-wise?
I have some commercial that I have to do, like I say, and 2 big movies that I have a big part. And exactly, I like the part for me because it's connected to my character.
Mhm.
Um, that is only one side of my future. I'm a businesswoman too, and I use my connection everywhere in the world to commit people together. That is, I always do in my life, and I will not stop doing. I'm a person that I'm always open and hungry to learn new things. Like I say, first, right now, I will wait to see what's going to happen economically worldwide because my business relationships are connected with the economy too. And then I will looking forward to find new goals in my life eventually because you have to be very flexible in life. You need to have plan A, B, C, D, depends on the situation. And because this time this is a global problem, it is very hard to plan long term. Like I already said to you, I just will wait first to see what's gonna happen, and then I will go to the right direction.
Well, I have brought my little bottle of wine and my little glass, and I'm going to pour me a little bit of wine, and I'm going to toast you, Miss Daisy Lang, because I find you to be not only just so beautiful, but so kind, giving, intelligent, a woman who can uh, visualize what the future could bring because she's strong and she's powerful and she's on a mission. So to you, Daisy Lang, I toast you. Thank you so much for being my guest. And I look forward to seeing you when I come to visit Craig. I love you, Daisy. Thank you.
I love you, my dear, and it's a big pleasure that I enjoyed all our conversation and can't wait to see you again.
Thank you.
See you.
Here's a sip to you, Daisy.